I've played through the first two areas of Pikmin 4, the latest in the weird little garden guy series where you yeet whatever the heck a Pikmin is at whatever the heck your problem is. And this time, you get an adorable weird little doggo too. The Pikmin series doesn't fall neatly into any one genre, but it's quintessentially Nintendo. It's a bright, silly, unique, and totally engaging blend of action, strategy, and puzzle solving. As usual, you play as a tiny little alien who's found themselves stuck on some strange world and has to befriend the helpful local Pikmin to gather treasure, which you can then convert into fuel and resources to get home. The basic gameplay remains more or less the same. You'll adventure through various levels, literally throwing Pikmin at your problems, usually getting them to carry items, build their way over obstacles, or to attack enemies. Unlike Pikmin 3, you're only in control of one commander this time, which you do now get to customize. And you are also joined by Ochi, a cute little doggo thing. Ochi changes the game up considerably, acting as one big powerful Pikmin that also lets you and your Pikmin horde ride on his back, allowing you to swim and jump over obstacles, as well as do a very satisfying charge attack, which launches all the Pikmin he's carrying onto whatever you ram into. It's a great way to streamline combat, letting you quickly gather your forces out of danger and get them ready for another big push. The two levels I played through felt large and interesting to explore, each taking several hours to see all of, and each cleverly opened up as I explored and worked my way through their various roadblocks. Along the way, you'll find more types of Pikmin, each with their own specific uses, as well as Flalik to grow your onion, which will let you wrangle more Pikmin to circle back to previous areas and tackle bigger, previously unconquerable problems. The main challenge mostly comes from trying to be as efficient as possible. You are against the clock each day to do as much as you can before sundown, although it doesn't really matter as you can always just come back the next day. And from what I could see, there's no daily resources that you need to gather or spend to feed your crew, or any overall deadline I had to hit. Still, the timer adds just a little bit of pressure, which makes it all the more satisfying seeing your Pikmin hard at work carrying stuff back and forth, making their little noises while they're taking care of business. Likewise, the combat is mostly no sweat, so far at least, with your Pikmin hordes quickly overwhelming most creatures. During bigger boss fights, the difficulty does step up a notch, but only slightly. Mostly I just felt bad that I was a bit sloppy and many good Pikmin died because I simply threw them en masse into a battle without really thinking. Scattered around levels, you'll now also find various pipes which lead you to underground areas. These are basically little mini levels where you'll find more treasures, fellow adventurers to rescue, new types of Pikmin, and some more tricky bosses. Some of these pipes also lead to the new Dondari battles, which came in two flavors from what I saw. Either you go head to head against one of these guys to collect more stuff than them, or you just try and collect as much stuff as you can before the clock runs down. These little mini dungeons and battles help add in some minigame-esque challenges and just mix things up a little. At the end of each day, you'll head back to a little base camp where you can get side quests from survivors or spend resources to get new gear or upgrades for Ochi. There's some very useful gear to get, which ranges from simply giving you more health and effect resistances, to my favourite, which let me gather any idle Pikmin from anywhere on the map. I always enjoy having a bit of gear and some upgrades to chase, which gives me just a little bit more incentive to hunt down every treasure and survivor I can. Clearly, there's still a lot more to see, and I'm excited to see it. From what I've played, Pikmin 4 retains that wonderful charm the series is known for, with some excellent level design, engaging gameplay, and welcome tweaks to the formula. The early game does feel perhaps a touch too breezy, but I'm hopeful later levels will ramp up the challenge. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like and get subscribed for our full review of Pikmin 4 when it launches later this month.